Hey guys, in today's video I'm going to talk about how to pass the written test for the driving license here in the United States. I'm going to make a couple of videos, short videos, because all this process takes a couple videos to make. I didn't want to make a huge video, so that's why I'm going to divide it into 2 or 3 different parts. So for this part is just how to pass the written test for the driving license. I'm going to be talking about the state of California, so if you live in a different state, just keep that in mind. Make sure you check your local DMV. If you don't know what the DMV, that's the Department of Motor Vehicles, and that's where you're gonna get your license. You can get an ID there too. You have to register your car at the DMV too. So basically everything that has to do with vehicles, you're gonna be doing it at this office. So wherever you are, wherever you're applying, look it up online and just type DMV. And that's where you're gonna go take this written test in order to get your driving license. So what are they gonna ask you for the written test? They're gonna ask you for proof of ID. So that can be your passport or any other ID that you have, government ID. And they're gonna ask you for proof of residency. This can be a cell phone bill, medical bill, a mortgage bill, any utility bill, a bank statement. I'm gonna leave the link as well of what can you bring. But I do suggest that you bring more than one proof because of the DMV. Usually it's a really long wait. So if you forget one document, then you're going to have to get in line again. It usually takes like an hour to go through the line. So please make sure you bring all the documents needed. And if you do not want to wait in line, you can always book an appointment on the internet. So I'm going to leave a link below on how to do it as well. So now that that's out of the way, I'm going to tell you how to pass a written test. So I would say what they do is you can usually go to a DMV and they can give you a booklet or a handbook that has all the law and information about how to drive in the United States. It's not a big book, but it's a little boring to read. So what I suggest is you can read it one time just to be familiar with it. And then the other thing I found really useful are these apps that I found online. I'm going to show it to you. But basically, you download this app. It's called California CA DMV Test. I'm going to leave the link down below. But this app and this other app basically have all the exact same test questions that are going to be they're the same questions that you will find on the written test, exactly the same. So this app, what it does is it has a pool of 300 questions, and you take a practice test, and usually the practice test that comes here gives you 50 questions, random questions, and then if you keep doing that over and over and over, then you'll basically know all the questions that are going to be in the test. So I would suggest just doing that. You can take the test or you can take the practice test while watching TV or whenever you have free time, you can do it. It doesn't take a long time. It's easy. The app is easy to use, and I think, at least for me, that was the most useful thing to do. It's free, so don't worry about it. And if you don't like apps or you don't like being on your phone while you're reading, you can always look at other videos on YouTube as well. There's some people that uploaded some practice questions too. But at least for me, what worked was the apps that I'm telling you about. And then another thing you can do is always go to a DMV. They have some practice tests there. If you want, I'm gonna leave some questions down below too, if that helps. And basically that's it. I just took the practice test, I don't know, like 15 times, and after that I went to the DMV. You have to fill out this piece of paper that says you're applying for a driving license. You show them what I said, your ID and your proof of residence, and then they're gonna make you they're gonna test you on your vision. So they're gonna make you read this thing on the board. Basically it has a bunch of letters, and then after you pass that, then they will allow you to take the written test. Don't worry, it's really not that hard. So don't feel any type of pressure. You're gonna be taking either it on a written test, like actually writing it with a pencil, like writing down the answers, or you're gonna be taking it on a computer. And even if you fail, you still get 2 more tries in that day. So relax. If you fail, it's not a big deal. I got to pass it in the first time using these apps that I told you about. So if you do miss or you mess up during the test, don't worry, you'll get a second chance. Breathe a little, and I'm sure you'll be fine. So that's the first step in getting a driving license. I'm gonna make another video on the actual driving test and what not to do and what to do in order to pass. I'm gonna show you my score sheet so you don't have any issues. Once again, if you like this video, please give it a like, subscribe, because it helps the channel grow. It helps other people find the content easier on YouTube. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.